actually, so the practice wasn't extremely high. So yeah, I managed to actually do some practice for this race, unlike Hungary. Pace felt alright. I felt though to be quicker I had to run higher ballast, but I wasn't confident enough to do that on the pad. So pace wasn't maybe quite where I wanted it to be, but at least I was happy with the fact that I could be more consistent. Obviously with it being Spa, slipstreaming can gain you a lot of time, so me and Jack had decided to try and do that, but because the laps at Spa are so long, the only way to do that was to be kind of out of phase. So when Jack was on his about to start his hot lap, I would come out on my out lap, and then on my hot lap Jack would be on his in lap, and we could give each us a slipstream that way. Unfortunately though, on our first attempt, Jack cut Eau Rouge, actually Eau Rouge, not Radion. So unfortunately that meant that we were out of sync, and it would have been too much of a hassle to try and get back in sync. So we did not have slipstream for the qualifying session, which is a shame, but anyway, let's get into it. So here we are for our fastest lap of the session. I'm going to warn you right now that I was not happy with this lap at all, and many mistakes were made, which was unfortunate. Getting a fairly decent one out of turn 1, wasn't too bothered by that, could have maybe got the less wheel spin. Yeah, I mean, Eau Rouge was always a bit of a gamble, like I never felt too confident with it, but it was alright that lap. Laycom is a very difficult sequence of corners on the pad, but I managed to get near the apices, quite well, which is good. Unfortunately here I ran very wide, which must have cost me a good couple of attempts, which was very annoying. Barely decent one there. Turns out you could actually extend a lot more in there, which I didn't know, which is a shame. P1 was fairly decent, maybe could have kept it in 7th, but I decided to just shift into 6th. And then these corners, that was such a bad line, I just didn't get anywhere near that first apex, which just ruined my run for the entire thing. But yeah, now here we are coming onto the back straight. That's fairly easy. Blanchimos, bit of a nothing corner, so just thinking about our braking point, how we're going to brake for the bus stop chicane. And here we go. Yeah, getting the car slowed down fairly well. Could have maybe got been a bit more aggressive on the power there to get the car turned in. But yeah, the lap has put us into P7 ahead of Catherine actually, which I was surprised about. But yeah, it was a fairly okay lap. Obviously, you could see there was a lot of time I could have cut up on, which I was annoyed about, but at least I'm ahead of my championship rival, so that's one positive to take from it. So here we are on the grid, MP7, which isn't great. We can see in the strategy here is a fairly comfortable one stop. Yeah, it's quite easy, the supers do die, drop off quite drastically, which is a bit awkward, but apart from that it's a fairly simple one stop. So yeah, as always, the mindset going into this was, I'm not sure actually. I obviously felt like I hadn't qualified where I should have, so I was expecting to make up places. But on the other hand, if I stayed ahead of Catherine, I would have been happy with that as well. So yeah, hopefully we can claw some points back and regain some confidence after Hungary. So here we are, waiting for the lights to come on now. And here we go, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4, 5. Lights out and away we go, and it's been a fairly wheel spinny start. Catherine's getting a much better start than us. The car behind us, what? A Toro also just sent it up my inside you can see all the cars ahead are squabbling, and it's almost 4 abreast, and I'm trying to find a way through, but I can't, so I brake a bit earlier, decided to keep my wing, but now a Cowie is drawn alongside me, gonna give him a bit of a squeeze, and now Cowie just got... Oh my god, I've been absolutely blown up. What the hell? I literally can't... What is wrong with people? And oh my god! Literally just hit me. I understand I gave him a bit of a squeeze, but was there any need for him to just like hit me off the track like that? Oh dear. So now we're into 13th. Our tyres got cooked by the gravel. See lap 2 now. That, oh my god, Jesus! That Code Z guy went absolutely flying. I'm so glad that wasn't a bit closer, indeed, otherwise he would have taken me out along with him. See now, lap 5 coming to the pits, just really struggled on pace after getting the gravel on my tyres, and slowly caught the cars ahead, but not by as much as I had wanted to, which is a shame. You can see Catherine is come out of her pit box already, and we need to come to ours, so she's going to be a few seconds up the road. But yeah, what a shame to have my race done in like that. And I can confirm he ended up retiring on like lap 4 or something because he's crap. He's absolutely horrific. He's just a time trial sweat, and he's not had a single good race because he's a plaid. But yeah, going on to lap 13 now. Not really much happened. The gap to Catherine kind of stayed around about the same. You can see coming up Eau Rouge now. Eau Rouge, that was. They've got a slow car of donuts in front of us, so he must have had some kind of incident coming up here, so it's going to be a free position for us. But yeah, the gap to Catherine just kind of went back and forth really. It would have been really nice to have been up there with her, because I reckon we would have had a good fight. It seemed like I tended to be quicker in the first and third sector, and she was quicker in the second sector, so it would have been an interesting fight. But yeah, going into lap 19 now, literally nothing happened apart from Guduja behind me was just catching him like ever so slowly. Guess he just had better pace than me, which is a shame. And besides, I couldn't find a rhythm after that accident anyway. But yeah, I think at this point I'd defended a little bit against him, but I'm getting to the point now where I'm realising that I've not got much more to fight with, and it's only a matter of time, I reckon, more than if I can. So I was hoping that maybe he would just have a penalty. Jeff hadn't said anything, but Jeff Hoffman saying, you can see he's got a much better run up Eau Rouge than me. Yep, Eau Rouge that was. And yeah, he's just going to get the move done. I think I just let him go a little bit there. Thought I could maybe stick with him, but he just got away from me after this. I'm guessing maybe he just saved fuel for the back end of the race or something, because he just shot away. And yep, that was my race. Complete and utter boring race. P5 are going to come. But I believe due to penalties it's going to drop me down into 6th. But then I believe Jordan McGonigal ended up getting a penalty for an incident he had with Jack. That's going to put us back up into 5th. So yeah, I mean, decent result I guess, all things considered. I was like last after that incident. A shame to have lost points to Catherine, but she only came 3rd, so I guess that's somewhat of a silver lining. But yeah, sorry it was such a boring or short video. Not really much I could do. I don't think there's any chance of me becoming an ASM artist anytime soon, so I guess I'll just stick to the normal commentaries. But yeah, I will see you at Singapore, not Monza, because unfortunately my footage just didn't record for whatever reason. It was very annoying, but yeah, I'll see you at Singapore for the Try Not to Melt Your Tyres Grand Prix.